Have you ever thought about the correlation between Stoicism and masculinity? Quite a fascinating question, isn't it? It's a curious blend of two concepts that on the surface might seem worlds apart. But the more you ponder it, the more you realize there might be more to this than meets the eye. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy teaching us about the virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. And then there's masculinity, a concept steeped in societal expectations and cultural norms. Both concepts have evolved over time, adapting to the changing world around us. But have you ever considered how they might be intertwined? How the principles of Stoicism might inform our understanding of what it means to be masculine? It's a thought-provoking idea, isn't it? A conversation that's waiting to be had, a narrative waiting to be explored. As we delve into this topic, we invite you to keep an open mind. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, teaches the development of self-control and fortitude as a means to overcome destructive emotions. So what is Stoicism? At its core, Stoicism is a philosophy born in the Hellenistic period, a school of thought that places great emphasis on virtue, wisdom, and emotional resilience. The Stoics believe that the path to happiness is found in accepting the moment as it is, by not allowing ourselves to be controlled by our desires for pleasure or our fear of pain. They teach that we should use our minds to understand the world around us and to do our part in nature's plan. In essence, Stoicism is about understanding the difference between what we can change and what we can't, and having the wisdom to know the difference. It's about cultivating an inner fortress, a stronghold against life's adversities. It's about finding tranquility in the chaos. Stoicism guides us to accept what we cannot control and to focus on what we can. Masculinity, on the other hand, is often associated with strength, courage, and assertiveness. It's a concept that's been shaped and reshaped throughout the ages, molded by societal expectations and cultural norms. But let's be clear, it's not just about flexing muscles or a show of brute force. No, it's far more complex and nuanced than that. You see, true masculinity encompasses emotional strength as much as physical. It's about the courage to stand up for what's right, the audacity to challenge the status quo, and the assertiveness to express one's thoughts and feelings openly and honestly. It's about resilience in the face of adversity and the determination to keep going, no matter the odds. Moreover, it's about understanding that vulnerability is not a weakness, but a strength. It takes a real man to shed a tear, to express fear, to admit when he's wrong. So remember, masculinity is not about the suppression of emotions, but about the courage to face them. Now, where do Stoicism and masculinity intersect? In the grand tapestry of life, the threads of Stoicism and masculinity often weave together, creating a poignant image of the ideal man. Stoicism, with its emphasis on self-control, rationality, and acceptance, can serve as a guiding light for men navigating the turbulent seas of societal expectations and pressures. When we think of masculinity, we often picture traits like strength, courage, and leadership. Stoicism, on the other hand, encourages us to embrace virtues like wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation. You see, there's an uncanny overlap here. Both Stoicism and masculinity celebrate courage, but it's not just about physical prowess or bravery in the face of danger. It's also about moral courage, the ability to do what's right, even when it's difficult. Stoicism can help men cultivate this moral courage, teaching them how to react to life's challenges with grace and composure. It encourages them to focus on what they can control, their actions, attitudes, and responses, and to let go of what they can't, the actions and opinions of others. But let's clear up a common misconception here. Being stoic doesn't mean being devoid of emotions, quite the contrary. Stoicism recognizes the full spectrum of human emotions, but it advocates for understanding them, not suppressing them. It's about managing emotions, not eliminating them. A stoic man is not a stone-cold robot, but a human being who experiences joy, sadness, anger, and fear. However, he does not let these emotions rule him. Instead, he understands them, learns from them, and uses them as tools to navigate life's ups and downs. He knows that emotions are not inherently good or bad, but it's how he responds to them that matters. Stoicism and masculinity, when intertwined, can create a balanced, resilient man who stands tall amidst the storms of life. A man who embodies strength, not just in his muscles, but in his mind and heart. A man who is not afraid to feel, yet never lets his emotions overrule his wisdom. A Stoic man is not emotionless, he just knows how to manage his emotions effectively. So, what does a modern Stoic man look like? In the ever-changing landscape of the 21st century, the modern Stoic man is a beacon of stability. He is not a stone-faced statue, impervious to the world around him. Rather, he is a man of deep self-awareness, a man who acknowledges his emotions yet refuses to be controlled by them. The modern Stoic man understands the importance of resilience. He knows that life is not always smooth sailing, and he is prepared for the inevitable storms. He doesn't shy away from adversity, instead he faces it head-on and uses it as an opportunity for growth. He practices resilience not as a defense mechanism, but as a tool for personal development. But resilience is not the only quality that defines the modern Stoic man. He's also emotionally intelligent. He recognizes his emotions, understands them, and manages them effectively. He doesn't suppress his feelings, nor does he allow them to dictate his actions. Instead, he uses his emotional intelligence to navigate the world, to connect with others, and to lead a fulfilling life. Moreover, the modern Stoic man is empathetic. He acknowledges the experiences of others and strives to understand their perspectives. He values human connection and realizes that empathy is an essential component of strong, meaningful relationships. And most importantly, the modern Stoic man is guided by his own values and principles. He does not conform to society's expectations of masculinity, nor does he define his worth by external achievements. Instead, he measures his success by the degree to which he lives in accordance with his values. He understands that true satisfaction comes not from material possessions or societal accolades, but from living a life of purpose and authenticity. The modern Stoic man embraces his emotions, understands them, and harnesses them for growth. He's not defined by society's expectations, but by his own values and principles.